Got it.
Yay! All right. Hello, Facebook world and the world of Design Your Healthy Life strategy, thoughtfully coaching. Melanie, I am here today with my dear friend Tony. Say hi, Tony.
Hey.
She says hi. And we decided to, well, one, we're trying this out because we're going to be 100% honest. We want to make sure we can do Facebook Live correctly tomorrow night. You know, some of us can be Luddites and in some ways in this world. But we wanted to make sure when we go live tomorrow night, which I'm really excited about, my dear friend and former coach, Stone Rivera, is going to be with us talking about the difference between internal and external validation. So check back at 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night for that. But in the meantime, it is, hello, January 29th, which is the 29th day of the 30-day decluttering challenge. But remember, I now call it a 31-day challenge. And Tony and I decided to sit down and talk a little bit about, so what happens now that I'm decluttered?
It's such a
How
great
do I, well, why is it a great question?
because I think a lot of us fall into that trap that we're just going to clean it up once and we don't think about and then what happens next.
Right, right. And for those of us who have cleaned, yesterday I did the junk drawer, and if you guys are interested, go back and look at yesterday's video because I'm so proud of my junk drawer. I kind of just want to leave it open now. But that is also because we are no longer calling it a junk drawer, but we were calling it a drawer of useful things. But how many times have we cleaned out the junk drawer only for us to go back to it and say, how come I can't find anything in it? What is all this junk? So I do want to talk about like some very basics when it comes to maintaining a space that you have decluttered. And one, it's going to sound really stupid, but it is simply stop shopping. I don't mean stop shopping entirely, but don't shop unless it is for something that you need. If you're shopping and you fall in love with something, don't buy it right away. Wait, put a number on it. 24 hours, 48 hours. You know, especially if it's, you know, Amazon and all you have to do is hit enter, like close the window and go back to it later. It is impulsivity that gets us in trouble in so many ways. And Tony and I, we could probably talk about how impulsivity has affected our weight in our lives too. And then
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
stopped, and then I stopped going to food impulsively. And what did I do instead? I shopped impulsively. It's so
Compulsively.
well, I mean, it's fascinating when you start like tying all of these loose ends into one, and they're all so very connected. Okay, so we say stop shopping, but obviously we're going to be out there. We're going to see things that we love. We're going to be online, and we're going to see things that we love, and we can put a time limit on to give me the time to think about whether or not like I really want and need this thing. And then if I decide I have to, then one in, one out. You bring something new in, guess what? Something's got to go out. All right. How about like a 1, 2, or 3 minute rule? If I don't have the time to do it right now, ask myself, but is it going to take a minute? Is it going to take 2 minutes? If I need to put something away and it's going to take me more than 3 minutes to put it away, then I got to ask another question, and that is, do I have too much stuff? The problem, once we get all straight and decluttered, the problem isn't the organization. The problem is the stuff. So if I feel like I have to keep reorganizing the same place over and over again, I have to ask myself, are there too many things in this space in order to be able to keep it clean? So while we may feel like we're done decluttering, we may have to go back and do it again to create a space where it's easier to maintain a decluttered space. And I'm going to say one, and this is the most important one. It's why I saved it for last. And it's to remember your why. What is the purpose behind the decluttering? What are you going to get out of it? What will it allow you to feel, do, or experience as a result of achieving this why? So if we're talking about decluttering, I'm trying to promote out there that there is a connection between the clutter and our weight. It's not the only reason why we're going to declutter. So if there are some really deep rooted reasons behind decluttering, get back in touch with what those are. because you'll remember how important it is for you, and there will be more of a concerted effort to follow through with the things that you need to do to maintain that why. Did I miss anything, Tony?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm trying to think
You know,
if I would change anything. Um, I mean,
I
for
mean,
me, the thing that I
all the
still
base. Go
the
ahead.
thing that I still work on and that I'm learning working with you is that whole thing of decluttering isn't just about moving things out, it's about how you keep the things that you keep.
Right. Tell me
Um,
more.
and I think a lot of us think about decluttering as just get rid of stuff, but it's also about putting what you have in a place in a way that makes it easier for you.
Oh, the for you. Like your space is going to be different than my space, which is going to
Oh,
be different
absolutely.
than Joe's and Jane Doe's. And absolutely,
But even
absolutely.
what stays in, I mean, like I was laughing at the fact as I was organizing the baking cabinet, and I'm like, I'm probably the only person I know who would say I need 6 cookie sheets. And everybody else would declutter them, but it's true. But then it's like, so what don't I need so that I can always find my sheets when I need them?
Ah, yeah, because someone who bakes needs more cookie sheets than someone who doesn't bake.
Right.
Um, and but then there's still the question, and how many cookie sheets does that need to be? Like when I think of that as the same as like clothing, like, you know, one to wear, one to wash, one in the drawer. And so the cookie sheets are one in the oven, one ready to go, one just finished up, you know, so that you're
Two, two,
rotating.
two.
Or two and two, two. So there's your six.
Right.
Oh, you kept the right amount.
Right. I gave away cookie sheet number 7.
Ooh, oh, number 7. And remember, giving things away is a really great way of decluttering, just as long as you're not creating a clutter problem for someone else. Um, and so that's something I'd love for you all to tune back in on, because at some point in the next few days, what I'm going to be talking about is where are all of the places that this stuff that I'm getting rid of is going to go, because they're not all going to go in the trash. They're not all going to go in the recycling. We may not know the best resources for donations or for selling of items. So I'm going to have a list that I can provide of a whole lot of different things, whether it's low end, high end, no end. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming out for January 29th, the 29th day of the 31 day decluttering challenge. And we'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Find the life. I'm on your page.
So what I actually figured out was, so my mom was a
We're
prolific.
still live. We're still live.